Have you ever wondered, why are there mornings when I wake up feeling more exhausted than when I went to bed, and my blood pressure suddenly spikes for no clear reason? Today we'll hear the story of Margaret, 68 years old, who went through that exact experience, and through it she discovered something truly important that all of us should know.
I'm 68 now, no longer working, but I still wake up very early every morning. Not because I want to, but because I just can't sleep. I suppose trouble sleeping isn't unusual at my age, but lately my sleep has gotten worse. I toss and turn all night. I might doze off for a bit, then wake right back up. Some nights, I find myself staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., and I just can't fall back asleep. But what worries me most isn't just the lack of sleep. It's how I feel every morning when I wake up. Something feels off. I wake up exhausted, dizzy even. One morning, I stood up to go to the bathroom and felt like I was about to fall over. That's when I started to think something might be wrong. So I decided to check my blood pressure in the morning, and I was shocked. The numbers were much higher than usual. One day it was 148/90 seconds, and on another, it climbed all the way to 155. I once heard that poor sleep can cause high blood pressure in the morning, but to be honest, I still don't quite understand why. Isn't waking up supposed to feel refreshing? Why do I feel worse than before I went to bed? Could my constant lack of sleep be seriously affecting my blood pressure? And if so, how dangerous is it? Should I be worried? Is there anything I can do to make it better? I really hope the doctor can help explain this clearly, so I can understand what's going on and what I should do next.
Dear Margaret, what you're experiencing is a very real concern, and I truly appreciate that you've paid attention to the change in your morning blood pressure. Many people around your age go through similar issues, but very few realize that sleep, something that feels so personal, can have a direct impact on blood pressure, especially in the early morning. To better understand this, let's take a brief look at the biology behind it. 1. Nighttime is your cardiovascular system's reset time. When we enter deep sleep, the body gets a chance to truly rest. Your heart rate slows down, blood vessels gently dilate, hormones that regulate blood pressure become balanced. In other words, nighttime is when your body clears out stress and begins to repair from the day. But when sleep is disrupted, tossing, turning, waking frequently, or not sleeping long enough, your body doesn't get that essential reset. This can cause multiple systems, including your heart and blood pressure regulation, to fall out of sync. 2. Lack of sleep activates the sympathetic nervous system, your internal red alert. When your body doesn't get enough rest, the sympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for fight or flight responses, becomes overactive in the morning. This system raises your heart rate, narrows your blood vessels, and triggers the release of cortisol, the well-known stress hormone. That's why many people who sleep poorly wake up feeling anxious, fatigued, or even jittery, and when they take their blood pressure, it's often higher than usual. 3. Disrupted body clock, circadian rhythm. Blood pressure doesn't drop at night. In healthy individuals, nighttime blood pressure normally drops by 10 to 20%. But when sleep is fragmented, the body fails to lower blood pressure according to its natural rhythm. Instead, blood pressure stays elevated all night and spikes even more upon waking. The scary part? This spike happens silently. There's usually no pain, no clear symptom, until a more serious event occurs. 4. Snoring and sleep apnea are hidden culprits. If you notice loud snoring, gasping for air during sleep, or frequent unexplained awakenings, you might be dealing with a sleep-related breathing issue, such as sleep apnea. This condition reduces oxygen levels in your blood and triggers the sympathetic nervous system to overreact, causing high blood pressure both at night and in the morning. To sum it up, when sleep is poor, your body can't regulate blood pressure properly during the night. You wake up in a stressed state. Morning blood pressure spikes. Over time, this creates a dangerous cycle for heart health, especially in older adults. You may have heard the saying, "Sleep is the best free medicine for heart health." Well, that couldn't be more true, especially for someone managing high blood pressure like you. Dear Margaret, now that we understand how poor sleep can increase blood pressure in the morning, the next, and perhaps most important step, is to understand the consequences of this condition. In reality, high morning blood pressure isn't just a scary number on a monitor. It's a warning sign of very serious health risks, especially related to the heart and brain. The danger window, 6 to 10 a.m. You may not have noticed, but most strokes and heart attacks in older adults happen in the early morning hours, especially between 6 and 10 a.m. Why is that? When we wake up, the sympathetic nervous system kicks in, cortisol levels rise, heart rate increases, and blood pressure climbs. If you had a poor night's sleep, this effect is even more intense. The heart works harder, blood vessels tighten, and if there are any plaques in the arteries, the risk of rupture, blockage, or clot formation increases. That's why cardiologists refer to this time as the rush hour of cardiovascular risk. 2. Morning dizziness, a gentle warning, not to be ignored. You mentioned waking up feeling tired, dizzy, and unsteady. These may be signs of a sudden or erratic blood pressure spike. In younger people, the body can adjust quickly, so symptoms might not be obvious. But for older adults, with less flexible blood vessels, a morning blood pressure surge can reduce blood flow to the brain, causing dizziness, imbalance, and an increased risk of falls. Even a small fall can lead to major consequences at this age. 3. Impacts on memory and concentration. Persistently high blood pressure in the morning can limit blood flow to the brain. This affects cognitive function, making it harder to focus, remember, or think clearly. Many assume this is just aging, but in fact, it can stem from unstable blood pressure, especially early in the day. 4. Disrupts the entire day. Morning blood pressure spikes don't just affect the early hours, they set the tone for the whole day. Starting the day with stress, fatigue, and cardiovascular strain often leads to erratic blood pressure throughout the day. This can increase the chances of headaches, fatigue, heart palpitations, or irritability, all of which lower your quality of life. 5. Long-term damage to organs and small vessels. High morning blood pressure that repeats day after day acts like a small blow to your body. Over months or years, this silent damage can affect critical organs: kidneys, reduced blood filtration; eyes, blurred vision or retinal damage; brain, increased risk of silent strokes. Final thought for this section: don't underestimate those high morning readings, especially if they come with fatigue, dizziness, or long-term sleep issues. They're not just early signs. They can be the beginning of serious heart and brain complications if not addressed promptly.
2C. Expert explains. Solutions: how to improve sleep and control morning blood pressure. Tone: reassuring, supportive, gently empowering as some expert. Dear Margaret, the good news is morning blood pressure spikes due to poor sleep can absolutely be improved if we understand the root causes and choose strategies that work for our body. I've divided the solutions into 3 parts, aligned with 3 main goals: sleep better, stabilize morning blood pressure, monitor and respond in time. 1. Improve sleep. Start with small habits. Many people think the only way to sleep better is to take medication. But actually, older adults are highly sensitive to their environment and daily habits. Small adjustments can make a big difference. Here are some simple tips you can start applying at home. Keep a consistent sleep and wake time, even on weekends. A steady body clock helps your brain know when to wind down. Avoid screens before bed. Turn off the TV and phone at least 30 to 60 minutes before sleeping. Blue light suppresses melatonin, the sleep hormone. Avoid heavy meals and too much fluid at night. A busy stomach can interrupt your sleep, and drinking too much might wake you up for the bathroom. Create a relaxing sleep environment. Keep your bedroom quiet, dimly lit, and cool. Gentle music or white noise can help lull you to sleep. Get light exercise during the day. Even 15 to 20 minutes of walking in the morning or afternoon can improve your sleep quality. If you've tried all these and still struggle with sleep for over a month, consider visiting a sleep specialist to check for issues like sleep apnea, which is very common in older adults. 2. Stabilize morning blood pressure. Don't let the rush hour win. The simplest strategy is to reduce early morning stress on your cardiovascular system. Don't jump out of bed right away. Stay lying down for 2 to 3 minutes, take deep breaths, and then slowly sit up before getting out of bed. Start your day gently. Drink a warm glass of water. Listen to calming music, and avoid reading stressful news first thing. Eat a healthy, low-salt breakfast with fiber. This helps balance blood sugar and supports your body's natural rhythms. Medication timing matters. If you're on blood pressure meds, ask your doctor if you should adjust the timing to better target the morning spike. Some drugs are more effective depending on when they're taken. 3. Monitor your blood pressure. The key to early detection. Don't wait for symptoms to check your BP. For seniors, measuring blood pressure first thing in the morning and again before bed is one of the best ways to detect patterns. Record your readings in a notebook or on your phone. After 1 to 2 weeks, you'll begin to see trends. If morning readings are consistently high, show your notes to your doctor. This is valuable data that can help guide treatment or medication adjustments. Final thoughts for this section. Sleep and blood pressure are closely connected. With even slightly better, calmer, more consistent sleep, Margaret, you'll likely find your mornings become much easier to manage too. Dear Margaret, after everything we've discussed today, I believe you, and many others watching this video, now have a much clearer understanding of why poor sleep can lead to dangerously high blood pressure in the morning. We've walked through 3 key points together. The cause. Poor sleep disrupts the nervous system, raises stress hormones, and throws off your biological clock, leading to morning blood pressure spikes. The consequences. It's not just a scary number on the monitor. High morning blood pressure increases your risk of stroke, fatigue, memory decline, falls, and even damage to the heart, kidneys, and brain over time. The solution. You may not need medication right away. Start with small, manageable changes. Keep a regular bedtime, limit screen time before sleep, wake up slowly, and track your BP each morning. The most important message I want you to remember is this. A good night's sleep isn't a luxury. It's the foundation for stable blood pressure and a strong, healthy morning. And please, don't ignore that morning fatigue, brief dizziness, or slightly elevated BP reading right after waking. These can be the first signals of something quietly brewing inside your body. 2 small but powerful actions. Start recording your blood pressure every morning, at least 5 days a week. This helps you and your doctor spot patterns early if your morning BP is steadily climbing. Give yourself just 1 week to sleep on time. Lights off, screens off, and gentle relaxation before bed. After 5 to 7 days, you may be surprised how much better you feel, physically and mentally. Remember, taking care of your blood pressure isn't just about pills. It's a lifestyle journey that starts with one simple but powerful habit: a restful night's sleep. If you're watching this video and you've experienced something similar to Margaret, restless nights, morning fatigue, or rising blood pressure, please don't hesitate to share your story in the comments below. Every experience is a meaningful reminder, not just for yourself, but for others who are listening and learning alongside you. And if you have any questions about blood pressure, sleep, or senior health in general, feel free to write them down. We always read your comments and try our best to address them in future videos. This channel was created to walk alongside you, not just to talk at you. So if you found today's content helpful, you're warmly invited to subscribe. Gently, no pressure. Just so you don't miss the next simple but meaningful tip we'll be sharing.